RPG Flashback Friday. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Broken Reaction Game Review channel. Today we're gonna do Flashback Friday on nothing other than Wild Arms 3. So this game came out in 2002. I was in high school. Maybe I was in probably 11th, if not 10th grade. So we're gonna kind of walk you through it. I'm gonna skip this little intro here. Basically, Wild Arms is an RPG that I grew up on. I had 1, 2, and now 3. Has a nostalgia feel. Basically, it's a turn-based RPG. It did not have any vocals in the beginning of it, and part 3 also did not have any vocals. So you pretty much have to read everything, but it's not a bad thing. There's a lot of good background music that you can listen to while playing the game. A lot of nostalgia. I chose to do Clive's or Clive's I think this is his name, Clive's mission, and this is basically the intro missions. And all Wild Arms, they always have, like, with all the characters before they meet up, you individually play with them and do their missions, so you can kind of see what characteristics that they have that they can bring to the table before they all meet together. So this guy happens to be a sniper or a sharpshooter, or he uses guns. He starts off in a cave where he would have to use his bombs to maneuver and get around. Yeah, we'll talk about that, but definitely was a pretty. It felt, the mechanics on this one felt really good, and in this time period in 2002. It was a couple of other RPGs coming out. I think it was Breath of Fire Dragon Quarters that also used this style of artwork, which was originally introduced as cell shade, and this was another one. I think Breath of Fire Myth came out first, Dragon Quarters. Anyway, so now we're inside of the mine and we're searching for gold. Anyway, so the exclamation point that you seen just there, that was me evading a battle, because they give you a chance. If you see that ECN number up there, 7 out of 10, if you press circle as soon as you see an exclamation point, you can avoid going into battle. Now most RPGs from back in the day, it's kind of unavoidable. You just gives you the music and you go straight into battle. So we don't go into battle here. So it's me by myself, so usually in the initial battles it's super easy. You just press attack, and you see they're only hitting me by 1 point, so it doesn't require much of me. So what I do is just attack everybody. Attack, shoot. I can afford to lose 1 health point. As the health points decrease, or I'm attacked or hit or invade, the force power is increasing at the bottom, and once that fills up to 1 meter, you can actually go into the next attack, which is lock on. But for this battle I didn't do it. It was just all attacks. Experiment points, health and vitality points all increased. Alright, so we're gonna use a bomb to blow this part up. Another entrance. We get in here. Yeah, so just looking around on here. Because of the angling of the game, you have to use like L1 and R1 to kind of turn the camera. The camera views were strange back then. Now we have this like 360 third-person view camera available in most of the RPGs now. But back then you just had to turn it how you turned it. It was crazy, but definitely when I play this game, even though it's dated, man, nearly almost 20, it's 19 years old right now. Yeah, definitely it's 19 years old. Next year it'll be 20-year anniversary for this game. And I just remember when I originally played it, and even playing it now, the music and the background music brings back so many childhood memories, and it just felt good. Even the instrumentation you're hearing is not just electronic music. It's most of the music that you may hear in modern day. You hear, you know, electronic instrumental beats or however people do it. These are actually live musicians that, for the sake of the game, which they still do, you find titles like Final Fantasy and you still have soundtracks because these are real musicians putting the music together. So they used to do that back in the day a lot, and some people kept the tradition, some people just, like, you'd be surprised. Some of your nostalgia beats also came from Fruity Loops too, so don't be surprised. But yeah, so we're gonna blow up this slime that's on the ground. It's actually pushing out toxins. Figured out just putting a bomb by it, it'll flatten temporarily, and then you just walk straight through it. So these jewels here that are increasing, those are how you get more of your encounter coins, so you can avoid encounters or encounter jewels. I'm guessing that's what ECN stands for, encounter. Who knows? Anyway, so we got a few more up there, so I'm trying to figure out how to get up there exactly. So we're gonna blow up some more of this blue slime. But yeah, so if you're tuned in currently, with no further ado, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Just chime in on what I got going on. Pretty much, I'm trying to get back on the road with being consistent, and on Fridays we want to do flashback games. This one happens to be on the PS4. Sometimes I have a flashback game that's actually on my computer or maybe even my cell phone. One time we did Mortal Kombat 2, and I did it with a MAME for Droid emulator on my phone, and boom, we shot it. So wherever we can find the nostalgia game, we'll play on it and we'll broadcast. Alright, so just trying to figure out how to go forward. Alright, so here in this battle, it's pretty easy. I can just attack and shoot. But the next battle, I'm gonna try to do something like defend, so you can see the force points go up. Now, a little history of this game. I remember playing part 1, and part 1 I used to play it, but I stopped playing it, and the reason why I didn't finish it was actually because of a relationship I was in that had ended. It was the first real breakup that I had. So every time I heard the intro music, it just brought me back to that point in my life where I was just so sad and depressed. So I never played it again, you know, never re-downloaded it. I probably can, you know, I've moved on, married, children. I don't think it'll affect me playing it now, but I just remember that Wild Arms had that in my mind. It was like burned in my head. Every time I heard that song, I felt that feeling. So as you play games or listen to music, just be mindful of what you're listening to, because if it's something you like, you might not want to play it in a time of distress, because it might remind you of a painful time. Alright, so I see there's a wall over there that can be exploded, but I don't think I see it during this gameplay. Yeah. Alright, so this is pretty simple. I know it looks very easy, very elementary with the attacks. It doesn't really get complicated until you fight a boss, and I think the first boss here is going to be somewhat of a poisonous dragon. Okay, I think we're about to get ready to creep up on him. Yeah. Alright, so it's gonna break down pathway, meaning that I can't turn around. In most RPGs or any game, most of the time when the pathway breaks, you gotta find another way out, but it also means that you're about to walk into a boss battle. So here we're fighting this dragon. Trying to get it. So what I'm gonna do first is actually defend. I'm gonna defend so I can build up my FP points, or my force points, because I want to hit him with something stronger. we got attack from this point. He hit me, took away -13 from my points. Boom, now my force level is up and I can lock on. So let's try that. Lock on is a harder hit. It's like a more focused shot, almost like a sniper shot. 154. So now he's elevated in the air. Now they actually are recommending that I do lock on from this point, so he won't evade my attacks. Because if I regularly shoot without locking on, it's gonna be difficulty hitting him. So I'm just gonna hit the defense button. Defend. He does his glider attack. FP points are restored. I also get to reload. Let's do it another time. Alright, force points are up. So now when I attack, I'm gonna do the lock on again. Let's do this, lock on. And this should be enough to take him down. Let's see. Alright, so he's on the ground. Clive is assuming that he has beat him, but then he gets poisoned. Get poisoned and he passes out. Classic nostalgia. Ugh. Help me. Can somebody help me? I'm dying. Alright, so you get a level up after that. I think it's almost automatic, or you could have leveled up earlier than that. I didn't fight many battles as I was navigating through this one mine. So he's gonna pretty much pass out, but then he wakes up and now he gotta get out of here. If you notice, there's purple toxins everywhere. So as you're escaping, your health is depleting. So from time to time, you're gonna have to use health berries to fill up your energy. I think it'd be pointless using antidote at this point. You probably could. I didn't have any antidote at the time though. Plus you're in a toxin filled cave. You probably get re-poisoned if you could. So we're just gonna blow up the entrance. Boom. Be out of there. Alright, so it's a bunch of slime on the ground, so it was kind of tricky here. Basically trying to make a pathway so I can get to those coins, or I mean, I keep calling them coins, but these jewels that allow me to evade fights or avoid them. Alright, so now I can grab it. Evaded that fight. But I'm getting towed up, so I'm about to go back to the menu, check out my health berries, look at the damage, like, not that bad, but we still gonna fill it up. Trying to escape the cave. Gotta get closer. Alright, so a big rock just landed. So it just pretty much it's gonna require more bombs. So just line them up all around it, and it'll be like a combo hit, and it'll blow it all up. Pretty simple. Boom, just like that. So yeah. So just more insight about the game is the main, I don't want to say main character, but the character that's on the game cover is Virginia, and pretty much they all have every character you're gonna play with, they all have an encounter on a train on this particular day. But on this day, this is probably like a few days before that train encounter. That's how they end each little section before they meet up. Alright, so I'm just trying to get back to the entrance. So I'm gonna fight that dragon again, but not in the cave. He's actually gonna try to attack me when I get to town. So now I'm just trying to get out. And this is a door from the beginning that I didn't notice at first. There's just some kind of aura. When you touch it, it just tells you that there's an evil presence near. It was talking about the dragon, but I didn't see that at first, so I missed all that lingo. But anyway, you can't blow it up. Yeah. So yeah, man, I purchased this in a PSN store, and I think I got it when it was maybe $9.99. Not sure, but it's pretty good if you're a fan of RPGs and you haven't, like, old classic RPGs. Not saying that the new ones aren't good, but it's just a certain feel the older ones had. I don't know if it was the background music, the mechanics, the feeling of it. And this was PlayStation 2, so this was like one of the first RPGs other than, you know, Final Fantasy X. I think Final Fantasy probably was the first RPG on PS2. But this was that classic RPG. No talking, just listening to background music and sound effects. which was very calming. I used to listen to these. Like I can remember being a kid, having like my window up, and it would be like on rainy days, but not like stormy days. Just days where the rain is running, the air smells good outside, and you just lift the window up, kind of play the game with the lights off in the daytime, and it's just a cool, chill vibe. Or at least open the blinds so you can kind of have that bluish variation in the room. Just sit back and chill, man. My older brother used to do that all the time when we would sit in his room and watch him play the game. But nowadays, you know, everybody's attention span is so fast and it's all about me. Man, it's hard to even get my kids. My kids initially, they used to like watching me play like Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild, but now everybody's older and now they want to have their own tablet and play the game by themselves and just show me what they can do. I guess they want me to watch them now, which is not a problem, but it's been a while since they actually watched me play a game. So I had to talk to my little guys about that. Alright. So there's a flashback scene here. Yeah, man. So we're about to head back into the town and do the final battle. So, what would I give this game? If I can go back and rate it based off of the RPGs I've played back in the past, I probably would give it. I probably would give it like an 8 out of 10. Reason being is, you know, they tried to keep some of the nostalgia about how the mechanics are set up, but I felt like they could have upgraded it a little differently in that source. Some things aren't really that favorable to me when it comes to like the little crosshash that they have. It's not that bad, but I just felt like they were so comfortable they just stayed in their pocket. I like how games like Final Fantasy would change up the menu, or you can edit the menu. I believe you can edit this menu, but like you can literally change up the menu to make it feel like a new game. It does look better than the prior ones. The sounds sound great. The mechanics feel good. It's still playable. Now, you'd be surprised there's a lot of games that you grew up on or you may have played in the past that you thought were great, and trying to play them now after playing all these new titles, these new HD titles with 1080p graphics, it's kind of hard to backtrack and play it. In playability, I would give it a 10 out of 10 because I could absolutely sit and play this. I can play it just as if it just came out, and it's not a forced play. It's more like, man, this feels good. I kind of just want to get into a good story, you know. And that is something I wish they would reincorporate back into RPG games, you know, just allowing them to tell the story for you, allowing you to, you know, the story will fool you. If the story is good, it'll force you to want to engage deeper into the game. So this is going to be the final battle. It's not going to take much. He's going to poison me from the beginning, but now that I open one of the chests, I do have an antidote, or I was given an antidote, so I can heal myself, which I will do, and we'll finish him off with after locking, doing the lock on for a more critical shot. So right now I gotta heal myself from the poison, because the poison will kill me faster than he will. All right. So now we healed up. Get a potion berry. We want to get close to 100%, which I don't think they probably would have allowed me to die, but I wasn't gonna have it. So yeah, so now we're gonna lock on. Well, actually, yeah, we can lock on and shoot him. Think about 2 of these and he'll be done. Yeah. So if you like what you've been seeing, just hit that subscribe button. Continue to follow. I'm literally seeing my subscribers grow day by day, and I appreciate that. If you're rocking with me, I appreciate it. If you don't know, I'm also a rap artist. I do music. Broken Prodycal. Can't Break Even Though This Great is 2. It's out, currently streaming. Physical copies will be coming soon. I'll be posting it on any page I got so you guys can see how to get your hands on the autographed copy. And I just appreciate you rocking with me. If you following the movement, following my channel, following anything that I do, I appreciate you taking out time in your life just to check it out. So with no further ado, we're gonna close out. I think that was a pretty dope review, man. Before we go, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you felt could have been a good review for you to watch, or what you want for the next Flashback Friday. You know, ears are always open. Somebody told me Mortal Kombat 2, so I went Mortal Kombat 2 on the last one. I was thinking Parasite Eve, you know, but hey, let me know what games you guys like. I'm all ears. Yeah, it's your boy Broken, and I'm out of here.